Editing Marno here with just a quick little note before we get into the episode. Today's episode of Snacktime was originally going to be audio and video, but I'm just going to be real and tell you that editing the video requires more energy than I am willing to use right now. So I think I edited out every mention of it, but just in case I missed a few, now you know what I was talking about. So there you have it. Thank you so much for listening, and here we go. It's snack time. I'm your host, Marno, and joining me today is my friend, Chad, who is sharing his snack, Cheez-Its, in 10 different varieties. We're also going to do a ranking. I'm so excited because I haven't tried all of these. Hi, Chad. Thank you for being here. How are you today?
I am good. I've been, I basically, this happened all a week ago where I bought all these Cheez-Its and divvied them out and sent them to Michelle. So I have been really having to restrain myself from I will admit that I did have to go buy another box of one of them, but you'll have to wait to hear which one that was.
Wasn't it just like less than a week ago?
It was a week. It was exactly a week ago.
Oh, I guess I got them in the mail on Saturday, so it feels sooner than I guess it really was.
And even if I did send them Saturday.
True. This is a judge-free snack zone at Snacktime. Like I said in the episode, well, this episode's going up much further later, but this week I released the episode with Naomi about peanut M&Ms, and I said, like, if you think a whole pizza is a snack, then it is, because it's your snack. No one can define your snack, and I still stand by that. So yeah, I support you.
Thanks for having me back.
Yes, I'm so excited.
To be here.
I'm excited to have you back. I'm excited. We're gonna get into kind of like a little rebuttal, re Cheez-It v Goldfish, from the second episode of Snacktime with Cece. Her snack with Goldfish, she threw some
fighting words.
Did I say? Yes, fighting words. There was a lot of is vitriol.
Yeah.
Does that fit here?
I think that
I'm
fits.
trying to learn like new words. Is it working? So anyway, Chad's gonna, have something to say about that, which I'm excited. I'm also excited because I haven't tried all these Cheez-Its before. And I've had
You're
a
in
few
for
Cheez-Its
a ride
in my life. I'm excited for a ride. I've been eating Cheez-Its as far as I can remember, just like Goldfish. So Chad, I personally, as I said, have had Goldfish and Cheez-Its my whole life. I don't know if I had one first. I'm not going to pit them against each other. That's for you and Cece to do. But when did Cheez-Its first enter Chad's life?
Yeah. So I will preface all of this by saying that I grew up in a strong Goldfish family. And so that's like the big carton. I mean, when
the Costco one?
When we got Goldfish, which wasn't often, it was always Goldfish, never Cheez-Its. I don't know why. And I don't also quite pinpoint when I was given Cheez-Its, and been like, I feel like it was the start of many ways that I veered from the norm with the rest of my family. It starts with Cheez-Its, and it just skyrockets from there. I think for that reason also, it was so much more of a special thing to, because I feel like it was mostly, maybe like after like soccer games or like class things or at like a friend's house is when I'd get Cheez-Its.
Mhm.
And it wasn't, I feel like until years later when I was like, I don't know, like buying stuff for myself, I was like, oh wait, I can buy myself Cheez-Its. But and I know that I honestly don't have a whole lot of like I came into this episode kind of with like this is gonna be like a debate of like Goldfish versus Cheez-It. But I
Yes.
really don't have that much. I just feel like Cheez-Its are a little bit more grown up in
Shots fired.
I mean, okay, in the way, first of all, just like the physical quality of them. Like
You heard it here first. Chad calls Goldfish childish.
the physical, yeah, like Cheez-Its are
He said, yeah, pink heart.
They're, they're just
I'm like sitting back and comfy waiting.
Their shapes, they got the divot, they got the hole, they're sharp, they might hurt if they go in your mouth the wrong way. Goldfish, it's all round. Goldfish are all round edges, baby proof, like
I mean, very
just
true.
just us. And also, okay, so that's the physical part. There wasn't that many points there, but the taste, I think Cheez-Its have a sharper taste. I think that might have been something that y'all had mentioned. Oh yes, because my favorite part of the episode was you were like, even the name, Cheez-It, Goldfish. That got me good.
How many times have you listened to that to memorize it?
Just once. It's iconic. Put that on your merchandise. Cheez-It.
Chad
Goldfish.
is my secret biggest fan. Like, you would never know.
I will be lip syncing to your YouTube video.
That's when I'll finally take off. Please hurry up and do that so I can finally have a job paid by YouTube.
And just with their marketing, you know, I think just like Goldfish is a little more. I mean, just the fish itself is like that's an anthropomorphic goldfish cracker, and Cheez-Its you don't really have an identity attached to it. And just the fact that you can buy, which I haven't seen these in any of my like local grocery stores, but you can buy like the Cheez-It wine combo boxes.
Oh,
have you seen those?
Seen that, yes.
I haven't seen them in person.
I think it's very smart. I only saw them starting in quarantine, so I think it was a quarantine.
Yeah. It's like house, like the brand is like house, whether it's wine or rosé or whatever.
Oh,
like the brand of wine.
I fucking said Toll House.
So I just think like I just don't I couldn't imagine Goldfish ever pulling off that sort of stunt.
I mean, they are very like child family friendly. I mean, yeah, I think you're telling truths here.
And I think lastly, like, and you know, I feel like you have maybe said, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but like once you go blasted, you never go back. With a Cheez-It, I feel like
those words.
I feel like the closer you like to find the best at not its original is a problem. Where with Cheez-It, I feel like the further, and this might be something that we'll discover together, I feel like the further you go from the original, like it brings like it all you. Let me try this again. It brings you back home at the end of it. You're like, I'm going back to the original. I went on that journey of the different flavors and
she had her journey. She sowed her oats, but
with
she went
Goldfish,
back to the OG.
If you find yourself in blasted territory and you're like, I'm going to stay here, something is home is not where
the flavor is.
And it's not where the flavor is.
Oh my god, this is like some
so that's kind of an
philosophy. I love it so much. I mean, yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna choose sides, but your truths were truths. Facts were stated, you know? Facts are facts. So I personally really just want to start diving into these Cheez-Its, but do you have anything else you want to say about Cheez-Its before we do this taste test and ranking?
I don't think so. I
Okay.
think yeah, we should. I mean, some of these. The thing is, like, I think same as you. I have tried them since I've purchased them. Just because when I was sending them to you, I'm like, well, I gotta have one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's. I'm excited to get into it, and I feel like I don't have a super not refined, but like descriptive palette. So I feel like a lot of it will just be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why we should just do, like, we can like comment on them, but I think like rating them and then ranking them will like truly tell like how we feel about them, especially comparatively. So shall we start?
Yes, and I'll also say before we start that the kind of order that I've put these in, or what I was just mentioning, like we're starting with the original, and then we're kind of going maybe further from God's light with each different choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shocking how many Cheez-It flavors there are at Target, but I will also say they did not have hot and spicy, which I was really looking forward to getting because I have had that and I do like it, but they didn't have it. But that's okay.
And I've never had it, so this would have been my chance. Now I never will. Just kidding. Stay up to date with new Snacktime episodes, merch, and more on Instagram at SnackTimePod. That's SnackTimepod. See you there. Okay, let's freaking get into it.
Hell yeah. Do you have a palette cleanser?
I just have water.
Okay. I feel like we're like reverse palette cleansing, only because I have a glass of Trader Joe's boxed Shiraz wine, and usually isn't like the cracker.
Yeah.
Nope.
The cheese the wine is your palette cleanser.
Now open this. So we have original Cheez-Its here. They're an individual. I bought like the snack size bags. So this is original Cheez-It. Yeah.
Just makes me think of high school. Because I think high school is when I really got into Cheez-Its. I guess I was trying to be more grown up.
Yeah. I mean, it's got that little tang. I tried to find some like Cheez-It history, but didn't really find much other than like they were sued for like saying their whole grain Cheez-Its were more whole grain than they really were.
That's so funny. How dare they?
What is their main cheese? I don't even know. Oh, 100% real cheese right on the box. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Okay. Are you going to say your numbers now? Or go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I feel like it's a 10 out of 10, but I want to like give room for potentially another one. So I'm going to say 9 out of 10, but I'm going to have the caveat that I can change it to 10 out of 10 at the end.
Yes.
I do think they are a 10 out of 10. Or I guess I'll just give it a 10 out of 10, and then if we have multiple 10 out of 10s, then we'll decide.
Well,
okay,
I'm going to give it... And I'm trying not to be biased, because there is one of them here that is huge for me.
Yeah, I know which one.
So I'm gonna the one that I also had to go get a second box of.
Oh, Ooh, spoiler if
Yeah,
anybody knows, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
Like, so I'm gonna give this an 8.
Oh, an 8?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like you.
Fucking
This might be a
Gordon
little
Ramsay
specific.
over here.
I feel like you might be the Rhett of the ranking, and I might be the Link of the ranking.
Oh, I know what you mean. That's Rhett and Link for you guys.
And I just learned about
don't
the whole
know.
thing today.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yes, because today's episode, they did a ranking of like all the Cheesecake Factory, or CF as they kept jokingly calling it, cheesecake flavors. So anyway, okay, enough airtime for them. They have enough viewers and listeners. Come back to me here at Snack Time, and we're trying white cheddar.
White cheddar.
Can you see it?
Okay. I feel like this crinkling is going to be a headache for...
Sorry.
Yeah, they're not all crinkly. Some of them are these just little plastic ones. Okay.
Mmm. Those are good. They're a little bit lighter.
Now, is white cheddar real?
I think so.
I
already know. I'm giving it an 8.
It almost...
I'm going to have another one.
It almost seems... And I think because I also like... It almost seems slightly like sour to me.
It does. I kind of like it. I might bump it up to a 9.
Oh, I'm gonna give this a 4.
A 4?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you don't like the sour. It didn't taste sour until like 3 or 4 in. But I love sour. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Extra big, which Chad packaged in a Ziploc bag for me.
I have them in a bag as well. All right, extra big. I wish I should have been more prepared in having the history of like when these were released.
Oh, it's
and whatnot.
I just want to take out a regular size Cheez-It for comparison next to this. So for the video watchers, it has a chip in it, but I think you get the point. So this is like, I don't know, I'd say maybe 2 times the amount. Because I think if you took like this amount and this amount, it would equal like 1.
Yeah. Does this make me look tiny?
Oh my god, you look so little. Are you like...
I look so...
A little fairy, like a giant Cheez-It? That wasn't like a gay slur, by the way. I just truly meant like a mythical creature.
I wish it was.
You know what it's kind of like? Communion. Wait, why does it taste a little bit different than regular Cheez-Its to me? It shouldn't, right? Second. It's just big.
It almost seems... Okay. It almost seems... Am I going crazy? Thinner?
So maybe the flavor cooks a little bit differently because it's thinner? I mean, they're really good, but they taste different.
Yeah. I feel like just the whole cooking process could affect whatever, like, ratio of whatever to whatever that can affect its flavor.
I like them. They're kind of like a deeper flavor.
I'm not huge on like extra big culture as far as like when things are like I'm trying to think of other
do you like triple stacked Oreos or ultra stuffed or mega stuffed or whatever they're called?
We gotta stop at double stuff.
I kind of agree. There was a point in my life where I was like, oh my god, I want all of the stuffing. But now I'm like, honestly, and this might be really controversial. Did I even say this on Julia's episode about Oreos? I don't even know. But I kind of really like Oreos Thins. Because they're so crispy. It's just regular Oreos, but a thinner cookie. And it's like crunchier.
Do they even have cream?
Yeah, they have cream in them still.
Crunchier?
Crunchy.
Ooh. Oh, crunchy.
Not raunchy. How was an Oreo raunchy?
I could think of a few
I don't want to
ways.
know. I don't want to know. Okay, wait. Do we have anything else to say about? Oh wait, extra big. I'm gonna give it an 8.
I guess visually it is kind of, it's like, whoa, like this is a big cracker, but like compared to like this is like the size of a wheat thin. Can you imagine if Goldfish, I mean I wouldn't be down. I wouldn't think it'd be okay, but if Goldfish made extra big Goldfish, like koi.
They probably do. Oh, koi size? Koi size? Like
just one bite, crumbs
koi?
Everywhere. Why not?
That's scary. This text from. Hold on.
But it isn't a crazy flavor, so I do give it that. Okay. No, I'm not. I was gonna have one more, but I'm not.
What's your rating?
I'm gonna give this a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Wait, what did you give it?
An 8.
Oh, an 8.
Cheddar Jack.
Cheddar Jack, which I am unclear if it's a pepper jack cheddar combo or.
I think it's just Cheddar Jack.
I'm assuming
like when Cheddar Jack is like the orange and white mix.
Oh, that's
Isn't
already
that Cheddar Jack? I think so.
Probably. Okay.
Oh. Wait, these are really good. Wait, okay, this is a big game changer. Uh-oh. Upset of the century. I like these better than original.
Yeah. They're good.
Wow.
They take me to just a different place.
Take me to your planet. Take me to your planet.
I'm a little bit particular about like powdery, like powders on my fingers.
Oh, okay, yeah, they are a little powdery.
They are slightly, not too bad. I mean, they're nothing like a Cheeto or a lot of other things, but we're getting into some powder territory. But I do like them. I think I'm going to give these an 8.
Okay. All right. Next, classic snack mix.
Classic snack mix, which.
So how
I'll
are
just
we
go
doing
ahead and
this?
say it.
Are we like getting a handful and eating it all at once, or just snacking and getting a vibe?
Snacking, getting a vibe.
I will say I love that they include these little like snowball puff little cracker things. I think these are so fun. And so these are just regular Cheez-Its in this mix, right?
But they do have that
trail mix kind of flavor. I'm not
like whatever the seasoning they do. But it's not the same as Chex Mix seasoning. It's very. Because I feel like Chex Mix is like Worcestershire, like that's their thing. Yeah. I mean, this doesn't hold a candle to Chex Mix. That is for sure.
Like, I appreciate the effort, but if I'm gonna get Cheetos, I mean, not Cheetos. If I'm gonna get oh my god, I'm gonna say Chex Mix. If I'm gonna get Cheez-Its, I'm not gonna get this. So for that,
right,
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah, it's a fine party mix. I mean, everything is just so small. Like the little rye pieces are so small.
Yeah, they are really
The pretzels, I can't tell if this is a full pretzel or if it broke in half.
Shady.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely Chex Mix. Interesting. It was all like, because it's not like Cheez-It sells any of these other things.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that could be like, okay, you can stay is the rice puff.
The little snowballs. For some reason, those little bites that I took of that also just got stuck in my teeth so much. So for that, I might knock it down to a 4 actually, because that's annoying. I'm just being mean right now.
I'm going to give it a 3.
A 3? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You are ranking like how Link does, and I'm definitely doing how Brett does.
No, I mean, I'm also really looking at my other numbers. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next, we got Pepper Jack. Pepper Jack.
Okay, and I'll start by saying these have the look of them. They're a little bit pale. You can see the little like pepper flakes.
Yeah.
Baked
Very
into
aesthetic.
it. Very aesthetic.
Interesting.
Here's
the thing. Here's the thing I will say. Which I will try to not hold against these, but I'm not the biggest Pepper Jack fan, which is weird because I do really like cheese and I do really like spicy. I really like them right now, but I think I really have to be. How many fucking times can I say the word really? I think I need to be in the mood for this flavor. It's kind of like a jalapeno.
Yeah.
Like genre of flavor in my mouth, at least. Like, I don't know. Yeah, they're good. I'm gonna have another one.
Yeah, they have less of a crunch. They're a little bit softer.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I do like the flavor. I like the little. I feel like I didn't really dabble in pepper jack until I worked at Hot Like on a Stick. So pepper jack on a stick. But I do. It feels like a fundamentally different cracker.
It is.
This one is like
they really like popped off with this one.
Which I think goes back like to my idea of like the further we go. So I'm iffy because I do like it, but I'm also like I don't know.
I'm giving it a 6.
I'm just learning them
because what it's doing is it's being done well. It just wouldn't be my go-to.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there. 6.
Cool. All right. Do you want to introduce this next one? Because I know you have like special feelings towards this next lady. You know that TikTok where he's like, it's the audio from Big Mouth where he's like, "These are my ladies. This one, this like all the names," and then it's like on TikTok though you like show like your collection of shoes or like all of your artwork or different dresses you have or something like that.
I think of the one that's like, you don't understand. I am obsessed. That's the one I think of.
Wait, what's that one?
It's sort of the same thing. It's like anything that you're like, yes, or like, I'm obsessed. And that isn't hurting anyone. And it's just like some whatever niche, like,
I don't think I've
people
seen
are
that.
into.
You need to send one to me.
So this one, which I will say is pretty new. I feel like they launched these. I'm doing a quick Google search to see.
Just a quick Goog.
When they were launched. 2015, these have been out.
Wow.
And these are, and this is 5 years later, still on all the boxes, the number 1 requested Cheez-It flavor.
How did they get this data? How did they get this data?
The census. The census.
In this, I don't remember that question. I don't think I got the right census.
And that is Cheez-It Extra Toasty.
Hell yeah.
You can probably tell that I filled your bag a little less full.
I honestly did not even notice, but that is fucking hilarious.
Compared to the other bags. And I still had to go and buy another box because I went through the whole box in a week.
Oh my god.
But so I have always loved the Extra Toasty Cheez-Its. Like if originally I was just going to do the episode on just these specifically, but I was like, but and it also goes for other things. Like I like my fries more well done. I usually put my get my toast a little black, like burnt, like slightly burned is where I live. And so when they came out, like, and I always cherished every, like, in a regular box, if there was a burned one, I'd be like, gimme.
Like
so
fucking Gollum with the ring.
So when they came out with these, it was a true game changer. I'm lucky if I can have a box in my presence for more than like 48 hours. I'll just go through it. It is like,
what a love affair.
For you visual, or no, for your audio listeners, like it's just a Cheez-It, but you got that little like brown, black, like burn mark on it, and it's
people that are only listening. Chad is just like literally euphoric right now. I don't know if I've ever seen his face happier than in that moment. Wow.
Just like
they are really good.
I fully get that people will be like, you're literally buying like probably the ones that they scrape from the bottom of the oven that fall into it. And you know what? I'm down for that.
But if they're the number one requested, then that means they must be making them on purpose like that now.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just the crazy extra toasty people who are sending in requests.
They're just really loud about it.
Yeah,
you're the president of the club. You don't have to hide it. They're so good. Yeah, I think.
How do you feel?
I think, like, if you're in the mood, and see, this is okay. So this is where we, like, as we were saying earlier, my ranking and like everything, and like rating and ranking is like hard for me. So I'm like, I could find myself in different points of time wanting different ones. Like, obviously, that's kind of how it works. Like, you're going to, like, try different ones. But, like, now having tried a lot of them, we still have 3 left. But I could find myself reaching for one of these at different points. But it's just like, is it... I think going also back to what you were saying about the original should be, like, the basis. Like, that should be perfection, and everything else is just like a remake, you know? So I'm struggling with, does this reach original status? And I did give Cheddar Jack a 10.
That one's that's surprising.
That was surprising. I think
not that it was surprising. The flavor itself, I was like, oh, this is better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
And the flavor was so punchy that I was like, whoa. It's kind of like a different snack. It's definitely an offshoot of Cheez-Its. But with extra toasty, now I'm like, okay, that is definitely just a variation of the original Cheez-It. Is it better or is it the same? And I know they are beloved to you, but although I do prefer a little extra toasty, a little extra brown in my life, I think I'm going to go with a 9 for extra toasty.
Okay. I'm going to give it a 9 as well.
I don't know if I can give it a...
Yeah, which is still the highest for me so far, but...
Oh, yeah, that's true. You do have a
it through.
Much harsher rating system than I do.
And I'll also say that I had some difficulty placing it in our lineup here, because I was like, we're veering, that was number 7, and I was like, even though it's the flavor wise is different, I put it so far down because I was like, I feel like it might be seen as like the flawed cheese, like if it's burnt, like if it's, I mean, extra toasty is like just a euphemism for burned. Burnt. What's that from?
I don't remember.
Because I feel like they took this flaw and are selling it as its own thing. That's why it's a little further down in the normal to not normal.
Right. Understandable. Okay.
But yeah, so there are 2 episodes in one, because otherwise I would have just done the extra toasty cheese as an episode.
Yes, I love it. We're here for strong opinions about snacks here at Snack Time. Next, are we ready to move on?
I'm ready, yes.
Okay. Next, we have Duoz bacon and cheddar.
Bacon and cheddar. And there were a few other brands of Duoz at the store, but I think just the whole concept of Duoz was it's just two different flavors in one box. It's not like
these are Cheez-It brand though.
Yeah, it's Cheez-It brand, and I'm pretty sure it's just the two flavors in a box. It's not like
a new flavor. They just put them together. So what is this bacon? So one of these tastes like bacon and one of these tastes like cheddar. I wonder if I can try to find different ones. Kind of tastes like both.
I think is the lighter one bacon.
Hold on. I think like some of the flavor got on the other one. So I can't tell. Yeah. I think so. I think the lighter ones are bacon and the dark ones are cheddar. That's good. I honestly had hesitations about this because I do like bacon, but I'm not a person to ever get like bacon flavored
bacon
stuff. Like I usually am like, no. But this isn't bad. I probably won't buy it, but if someone had it like at a party, then I would eat it.
Yeah. I'm not huge on the flavor or the concept. Like Duoz, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not big on the bacon flavor. Okay. I might rank that pretty low. I am a 2.
2. I was gonna give it a 4. Cause like the snack mix, like I'm not gonna buy it, but I'll eat it.
Oh, is it above? I'll think about that later. I'm like, is it above or below the snack mix? I'll think about it.
Okay, next up, I'm excited for this one. Groove's Loaded Cheesy Taco.
Loaded Cheesy Taco. So
this one, when I opened the box that you sent me, I like immediately smelled taco. I was like, did he just send like a packet of taco flavoring mix?
Yeah, so this one, it's almost like a wavy wheat thin. Like now we're like physically changing the properties of
yeah, this is like a whole new thing. Whoa. Really crunchy. That's not a Cheez-It.
That's not the, yeah.
Thing. So I don't know how to rank this because I like it.
I don't know the whole grooves. Like
they feel low calorie.
I don't know if they made it this grooves thing because it's taco, so like now it's closer to a tortilla chip. I wish it was just on a regular like Cheez-It shape and size, but I do like the flavor.
I kind of like the whole thing.
Yeah,
but it's not a cheese. I feel like it's not fair to put it in the ranking. I don't know. I have to think about this. I mean, I guess we're just ranking Cheez-It brand stuff.
Yeah. And like these last 3, like there were other brands of grooves, there were other brands of Duoz, and there were other flavors of Snapped. So I just kind of picked one and was like, because some of them also have similar flavors. So like, let's do the weird shape and a different flavor.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I appreciate your decision making.
I really felt like a loon. Like I was in my Target, just like standing in front of the Cheez-Its.
I wish we had video footage of that.
I do like these are pretty that's a lot of seasoning.
Yeah, they are really good. And now I understand why I smelled them so strongly because this might be joining like a semi-regular like snack purchase. I've never had a snack like this before. I'm not ever one to buy like taco seasoning flavored things other than tacos.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like kind of blown away by these. I like couldn't stop eating them. I literally had to close the bag and put it away because I couldn't stop. And I think it's its own thing. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I want them in my life.
Wow.
I'm really surprised. This is really like when I saw this, I was like, that's gonna be my least favorite. I'm gonna have to have my dad finish those. And I don't know. I mean, full disclosure, I am high right now, so maybe that has something to do with it. But
not on record,
so good.
girl.
It's completely legal.
That's true. I'm giving it a 7.
7. Wow. Reasoning? You are you're going against my new child, so
it's on the higher end, but I think it's hard for me to ignore the shape and texture versus just the flavor itself. I just want to call up Mr. Kellogg right now and be like, just put these on a regular Cheez-It.
Does Kellogg own Cheez-It?
They do.
Oh wow!
That's one fact that I remember. Like, as the president of the Extra Toasty Club, this is your next move to make. Put it in the strategic planning for next year. Okay, should we move on to number 10? They are Snapped, and that's spelled SNAP''D. So they got that, Snapped. Like
Alyssa Edwards is the mascot of these.
Like snap it.
And
the flavor
interesting looking
is cheddar, sour cream, and onion. And these I feel like are the furthest from a regular Cheez-It. I don't even know what's their deal. Okay, let's.
What's their deal?
Well, like Snap, is it baked? Is that the difference? No, they're all baked.
They're all baked. Wait, can we try them?
Cracker. Oh yes. Okay, here we go. Excuse me.
Oh my god, these are so good. It wrapped around my tongue like a little hug. The little like wave in it just went.
Yeah, like these are. I feel like. Wait, what chip am I? Was it? Okay, there's a very specific type of cracker that looks like this, and it also comes in like a bag.
I do not know.
Because this, I'll also say, this did not come in a box. This came in a bag. Oh. And it's very similar to, there's some other brand that had this sort of like light, bubbly cracker.
They're really good. They're not Cheez-Its in any way, shape, or form. But I really like them, and I love the combination of cheddar, sour cream, and what is it? Onion? Like, I think those flavors go so well together.
Mm-hmm. They definitely remind me of like is it Ruffles that has the cheddar sour cream?
Yes.
Like the flavor there, but
yeah.
I don't know. The texture I can't really get into.
Really? I really like the texture.
I just can't remember what brand it is that has these. Like,
yeah, I have no idea.
Bonnie Bell, is that a thing? I don't know.
Bonnie Bell? That was like a chapstick brand.
Oh.
I really like these. I'll definitely get them again, but they didn't. I thought I was going to like them, so I don't have the surprise factor that like the tacos did. Okay. So I'm gonna give these a 9.
Wow. I'm gonna give these a 3.
A 3?
A 3. Like, the flavor was fine, and
my god.
When the flavor's fine and the texture is not okay, then it's a 3. I feel like I've gotten harsher.
Professor Chad would be terrifying to behold. Oh, do you know what? Let's take a quick break because I just saw I got a text that I might need to respond to right now. Okay. So we'll be right back.
All right.
And we are back. Texts were read and answered. Let's get back to this. We need to take a look at these ratings and then rank them. I guess we'll have different rankings, or should we do averages between both of our scores? Or should we have our own individual rankings?
I feel like I can't do the math that fast to do our averages.
That's true. That's true. If I had like an assistant, then that would
literally
be great.
Isn't that what you just said in the past episode? Was that math is like not like here's just another example.
I mean, it's just I'm not bad at it. I'm just not fast at it. So if it needs to be done quickly, I just don't have the patience. Okay. So here's my tentative ranking. Are we going 1 to 10 or 10 to 1?
Let's do 10 to 1. Give me, or I have a couple doubles, so I'm kind of deciding in my mind right now.
Yeah, I have some doubles too.
Okay. 9. Oh, 2 sevens. 7, 7, 7. What does EB stand for?
EB?
B. Which flavor was EB?
Extra big.
Oh, extra big. That's it. Wait, now I'm confusing myself. I'm going up from 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. DBL. Oh, bacon.
Okay, we had to do some quick tabulations. So we are back, and we're gonna go ranking by ranking and both share what took what spot. So starting at 10, we're going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 10, I have classic snack mix.
I have snapped cheddar sour cream and onion.
Wow. I mean, we've already discussed, so I don't think we have to keep harping on it, but
yeah,
you know, reasons are there. Number 9, Duoz bacon and cheddar.
I have classic snack mix.
Okay.
Oh wait, yes, I do.
Number 8, pepper jack.
8, Duoz bacon and cheddar.
Okay, so we have like the same bottom 3.
Like,
Interesting. Number 7, extra big.
7, white cheddar.
Oh. Number 6, extra toasty.
Thanks for tuning into Snacktime. It's been
there were just some surprises today. I mean, and here's the thing. I mean, I don't know if I've said this on the pod, but my taste varies day to day. That's why I don't really ever like to say that I don't like something, because one day I might not like it and one day I might. It's just like, I want to try all the flavors of life. So, but you know, there were some surprises today that in my heart of hearts, in this moment here, September 30th, 2020, this is how I'm feeling.
That was number 6?
Yes.
I said pepper jack.
Oh, okay.
Number 6.
Number 5. Okay, so 5 and on, I'm buying again.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. Like between the top 5, it was difficult to decide. Number 5, snapped cheddar, sour cream, and onion. Those were so tasty, and I love those flavors.
I did extra big.
Okay.
Number 5.
Number 4, white cheddar.
Number 4, I have to remember my acronyms. Loaded cheesy taco grooves.
Mm-hmm.
Loaded cheesy taco grooves.
Loaded cheesy taco grooves. That is my number 3.
Okay. And my number 3 is Cheddar Jack.
That's my number 2.
And my number 2 is original.
My number 1 is original. What's your number 1?
Extra toasty, girl.
Oh, duh. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I was like, wait, how is this possible? Yeah, duh. Why did I just feel like I got echoey? That's weird. I don't know. Anyway.
Amazing. Except for a few outliers, I feel like we were sort of like in the same like realm of things.
I think we do have very similar taste as well. Like, we love to be trashy together when it comes to food. So I think it makes sense. Oh my God, what an exciting time.
That was fun.
I thank you so much for bringing this to Snacktime. Now I have so many new Cheez-It friends as choices that I know that I'll want when I go to the store. When I finally don't go to Trader Joe's.
Can I tell you what I did last week? Because basically I went out, because I'd already been thinking about doing this, and I had texted you. I'm like, I can't justify both of us buying, this many Cheez-Its. So I got the boxes, packed a box to ship to Michelle, which still left me with, mostly full, like 10 boxes of mostly full Cheez-Its, which for maybe 4 hours, I was like, I can just keep them here in my apartment and just like ration and, a little like snacky snack. Cause snack time. I'm a big snacker. And, but then, and that same night I was having a Zoom call with some of my school friends. And I didn't have to share that, but basically
I can cut it out if you want.
I was drinking some wine, but it was kind of a long Zoom call. So all that is to say, by the end of the Zoom, I was feeling some sort of way. And when I feel that sort of way, I get very impulsive and like decisive and like, okay. And so basically at the end of that Zoom call, I was like, I cannot have all of these crackers in my house. Okay. I'm trying to think of a movie like Cheaper by the Dozen much. All these crackers in my I was trying to think of a movie with a ton of white people, or I don't know, Home Alone. The beginning of Home Alone, that is. Of all the movies, Home Alone.
Home Alone. There's a lot of people in that movie.
The first 10 minutes. So I was like, so I did basically, because what I did for Michelle was I put, just got Ziploc bags and put different flavors in each bag. So I did the same thing for myself, put just some of each kind in these bags, and then I put all the boxes in a bag. I put a note that was like, this is going to be so obnoxious. I put a note that was like, hi neighbors, I bought these for a work project, but one person doesn't need all these Cheez-Its, and like left it basically there's an area in like our basement where people leave like furniture or, people are moving out. They'll leave like cleaning supply. Like it's kind of just like the community grab area. Mm-hmm. So I left this bag full of boxes of Cheez-Its.
Did someone take it?
I haven't been back down. I haven't been back
just
down.
Rats.
So oh gosh, just gnawing.
You all get evicted because there was an infestation. They have to like destroy the whole building.
They have to track down, get an email. Whoever left the boxes and boxes of Cheez-Its in the basement, you're out. So that's what I did.
I love that. Such dedication. People are trying to like take my gig, I think. Like everyone's coming nowadays to this podcast with their own ideas and their own fucking production, and I'm here for it because I think it's so fun, but I'm like, I better watch my back. Someone might be getting taken over Snack Time. But thank you again so much. This was so fun. I did forget at the beginning to ask you though, because you were the first episode of Snack Time, I hadn't yet started asking my guests whether they are a salty or sweet snacker. So Chad, please tell us. We need to know. It's the most important question here at Snack Time. Are you a salty or sweet snacker?
That is a good question. I'm gonna, I hope this kind of answers it, because I feel like I have always identified as a sweet tooth. I don't know if that necessarily translates into a sweet snacker. I kind of think it does, but when it comes to like the broader like salty versus sweet, I've always been sweet. Like if there's I mean, even some of my like sweet snacks, like I really enjoy cereal, or even just like peanut butter and apple, peanut butter and banana. I guess even though peanut butter is kind of salt, no,
peanut butter's kind of both.
Peanut butter is sweet. I feel like it falls under sweet. And even though I've done, like, I feel like yeah, snacking wise, maybe sweet is a little less common, but like if I were at like what I always picture is like if I'm at a wedding, which doesn't happen that often, but like, you know, they have the you know, the table full of hors d'oeuvres, or like the table full of desserts. I'm like looking over at the dessert table.
It's like what you look forward to the most.
It's more in those situations. Like if I were to, I don't know, be at a restaurant and we had to decide between like, I don't want a full meal, like let's just get a little appetizer, a little dessert. I like, give me the Pizookies over the avocado egg rolls. Like
yeah. Oh, you do love a Pizookie. I mean, who doesn't? But like, I think you especially enjoy them. Maybe you need to come back and talk about Pizookies next time, because maybe that'll give me an excuse to order a Pizookie to eat for myself.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if, I guess you can call it, you know, going off your description of like, it's not a full meal, but like, I'll make myself like a smoothie, or I mean, obviously I have my whole smoothie slushy, you know, part of me. But
it's
I think
your whole personality, Chad, that you're
all that is to say, is I would call myself a sweet. Like I feel like saying a sweet tooth is bigger than a sweet snacker.
Yeah, or I do too. I think sweet snacker can fall under the sweet tooth umbrella, because if you have a sweet tooth, then you probably are a sweet snacker. But just being a sweet snacker doesn't necessarily mean, well, no, yeah, it does. If you're a sweet snacker, then you have to be a sweet tooth, I think.
I think being a salty snacker, you can be a salty snacker and a sweet tooth.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, because
you might think, oh, snacking, that's what I consume the most, or you might think that's the snack that you look forward to the most. And here at Snack Time, you can interpret it however you want. I love and eat salty snacks the most.
Yes, so
put you down for sweet.
So put me in that minority. I'm gonna fill it out again on my census form, which everyone else should put that on their census form, or no, should just do the census in general. But I guess if there's a place to put what tooth you have,
why not?
Put it there. Why not?
Well, this was great. Thank you for
this was a nice after work activity.
I'm glad. I had a really crazy day today, which, you know, eventually the story will be told on one of my various mediums that I, whether it's my podcast, my YouTube channel, an Instagram post, or something. Big things, pardon me, I just had a Cheez-It burp. Big things are on the horizon for this girl right here, which is exciting. Actually, by the time this episode comes out, I probably will have already talked about it because this episode's coming out in like I think 4 weeks or something. But anyway, Chad, always a pleasure. Obviously, you're a Snacktime original. You're gonna be back. I don't even need to ask you because you don't have a choice. Is there anything you'd like to share with the listeners today?
Yes, I will plug 2 different. So my social media handles Chad_Rab with B. But I will also go ahead and plug my I have a Etsy shop.
Hell yeah!
I use that term loosely because I don't. Actually, no. I've added some patterns. If you're into cross stitching, memes, queens, and other things, that Etsy shop is Chad Rab Rad Fab. Hopefully that diction comes through. But Chad with a D, Rab with a B, Rad with a D, Fab with a B. Could I make it any less easy to find? No, I could not. Literally marketing 101, I failed. I mean, I never took. What am I even saying?
I mean, I think it sounds fun, but it is a bit of a little tongue twister. You know what I mean?
It's funner as a hashtag than it is as an actual place to sell shop name. You can also look up that hashtag on Instagram to find stuff that I've been making in quarantine and beyond. If you want a cross stitch, let me know. And I'll have it done in like 6 months because I take my time.
We love honesty in our capitalism. Well, you guys, seriously go check him out. His cross stitches are amazing. That's amazing. For those of you that just got so annoyed your hearing went out when I was making that sound. And Chad, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. Get your extra toasty Cheez-Its.
See you next time at Snack Time. Bye.
Bye.